Hey guys, my name is Davos, and I'm here with Current, and we are setting the precedent of what the media industry will look like during the Web 3.0. So by rewarding users for their time spent consuming and their data spent consuming and streaming media, we're opening a new generation of cryptocurrency holders. So what is Current? So Current is a platform with 130,000 users. Current is a protocol where the first platform that we integrate with the first platform will be the Current platform that it integrates with, but it's made to integrate with any third-party media platform such as Spotify or SoundCloud or YouTube. And Current is a utility token called currency that users can basically use to pay for their premium memberships. So how does it work? So for the platform, we wanted to focus on Gen Z and millennials, right? These are usually the people that figure out what the next social network is, and that's where we positioned ourselves. So what we did this is by integrating with all the services that they use, Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, etc. It's a universal multimedia app where we have music, radio, film, and a variety of other content types. And as you consume content within the platform, the protocol rewards you for your time spent consuming and your data, right? And it rewards you for, not only on our platform, but any platform that taps into the protocol itself. So we wanted to build a platform first and then have the protocol embed there and then allow any third-party platform to integrate with that not only creates a new form of revenue stream for them, but it also incentivizes their users and allows us to have larger adoption of our cryptocurrency. So for every token that's created, we have a breakdown of 55% of the consumers, which we've went over, 20% for the creators. So this is like someone like Drake, for example. He's getting actually paid twice. He's getting his Spotify licensing fees, YouTube licensing fees, but he's also getting these 20% of tokens in an escrow. So even if we're not working with him, our business development can reach out to him, and then he basically has 12 months to claim that before a decay rate starts participating. But it's a very easy business development because it's money that they never had, and it's really focused on getting the buy-in from every person on this token or on the consumption cycle. And we also reward the curators. So the curators are people that typically create playlists on these big media services, but they actually never get rewarded for their content and their curation. And in a world with so much knowledge, this is quite important. And then we have a referral and a growth fee, right? So for the referral, we built a 3% referral engine where it's like if I invite Brad into Current, he can earn a little bit more currency in the platform, and then I earn a little bit based off of his consumption. If the referral fee is absent, then it goes alongside with the growth, which is 2%, into a growth pool, right? And this makes it so that the difficulty of the token, or the token supply never goes down to zero, but the difficulty continues to rise. And we'll get that into the token economics. So what can currency be used for? So from consumers, currency can be used to pay for their premium subscriptions, so they have an immediate value of something that they get right now, and they can pay for any of these premium services and subsidize those costs. From a liquidity standpoint, we also have an ads platform in the platform, or within the network. So creators, consumers, curators can use that ad network and pay with currency within the network itself. And then lastly, people can obviously trade them through any third-party exchange that we integrate with, and also our own exchange where we match up advertisers with those people that have earned currency. The only way to get currency after the token sale is either to earn it or buy it from one of these third-party exchanges or our own exchange. Battling a cold here, so I'm going to get a drink of water. So what's the future of media look like? So when we first built this platform, we wanted to have it available in all 196 countries in the world. Right now, Spotify's in 60 countries, Apple Music's in 90 countries, and everyone has issues scaling to these worldwide proportions. However, if you build a decentralized media platform, you have this chicken and egg problem, right? There's 5 to 10 million people really transacting with Bitcoin. Then you have to convince the creators to upload content to a random platform, and then you have to consume consumers that have spent years curating their content on these amazing platforms. So it's very hard to do that. So our process was, let's create an incentivized media system. We'll reward people around the consumption cycles. And then by the time that we have a decentralized media platform, it lives alongside the centralized media platform, where you can now have the best content experience for the entire users. The creators have been incentivized because they got free money. And then now they have distribution to 100 extra countries that they never did. And everyone wins. From the bigger picture here, one of the biggest things that we always think about is like, what's the future of this platform? Like we had this amazing media platform, but what's the future of the network, right? And I think one of the most interesting things is the identity profiles that we're really collecting. For many times, this is the first wallet that these users will ever interact with. But what we're essentially rewarding users for is the incentives for their digital identity tied to a wallet address, right? So that not only creates better recommendations, better advertising, but a variety of other things, and allows other third-party blockchain companies to build on top of that. So one of the best companies today for identity profiles is Facebook, and they started out as a social network. So we believe that this actually tackles some of the major issues in the identity profile and adoption within the cryptocurrency space. From token economics, so we have 1 billion tokens in the system. 30% of those are going into the token sale itself right now. 45% is left for mining rewards, so similar to kind of the Filecoin model where people earn for the consumption, et cetera. The rest is going for the team, and a fair bit of percentage is going to community growth projects, which I'll mention at the end of this. We devised several different things within our token economics model. We actually worked with 2 behavioral PhDs that worked with Stephen Levitt, who created Freakonomics in Chicago, to develop our token model with us. So we did things like the contribution coefficient, which is very similar to your hash rate. So as you know, the higher your hash rate, the more powerful your device, the more Bitcoins you get. We look at consumption in a very similar way. Not all consumption is equal. So we look at things like how many networks has this person integrated with? What is their geo? Is it foreground usage versus background usage? Do they have ads enabled? So anything that provides value to the network, they earn more or less, right? And the user should have control of what they earn and what they don't earn. Then we have the growth pool, as I mentioned. This is directly correlated to the block reward. So every block in our network is 3,600 seconds, which is about an hour of consumption. Every valid consumption is over 30 seconds. And the block cycle is 100 million blocks, which right now, based off of our current usage, is about 17 days worth of content. But as you get more and more users, that would change every hour or day or whatever. And then basically that variable changes to basically see how many tokens are left, and that reward changes similar to how you calculate Bitcoin. And lastly, the liquidity. So it's very important that you have token appreciation and you focus on creating value for people. So we have the aspect around the premium subscriptions. We basically bridge the gap between the advertisers and the people that have earned currency, which creates value for everyone in the network and incentivizes them to do so. And essentially, it's like an asset-backed token because we're really measuring people's attention and what impressions are worth. Here's some of our traction. We've raised about 2.35 million from a list of amazing investors that I'll go through on the next page. We have about 130,000 users over the last 3 or 4 months. Our average user session is about 18 minutes, which is quite high for the stage of our business. Really high App Store rankings, and our day 30 retention is about 35%, which is about 3 times the average for a consumer media platform at our stage. Our investors includes billionaire Mark Cuban, famous from Shark Tank. We have a lot of Silicon Valley-based investors, crypto exchange owners, core engineer teams from places like Consensus, Augur, and a variety of amazing partners. My team and I have worked together for about 5 years. We've done about tens of millions in revenue and downloads, always focused on consumer and media. Our last website was doing about 140 million page views a month, was one of the top 500 highest traffic, where we were working with people like Snoop Dogg, Kim Kardashian, et cetera, that were driving traffic to our site. So we've always focused in this specific space. Lastly, our private presale really just started. We are doing our public presale January 24th, and our hard cap is $10 million. Since I haven't really seen that many questions in this, I'm gonna make an offer for everyone being so polite here and like sitting through all these presentations. If you email me at dan@current.us, we have a community growth profile or program that we basically reward currency to early adopters. So if you email me, I will give you $100 in free currency tokens just for emailing and mentioning d10e. I have to get that in the next 2 hours though. So, limited time, a special offer. Thank you.